Hello, it's me, Michael Forrest, weekly update, talking about what I've been up to all week. Let's have a look at Donegood. Here it is. You can see Donegood has, the main event was Donegood. I shipped it on Saturday, so it's Saturday the 8th. I kind of got that, actually says deploy, that should be in that lane. But yeah, so this is live now up on donegood.app/to-do, and I've just basically spent most of the week just trying to sort of catch all those little bugs that you only really discover as you're using it day to day. But yeah, like here's my list, here's all that stuff, it's got all the procrastination stuff, and yeah, it's looking all right. So what that means is that I have been able to start putting some time into changes. So Donegood 5 hours, changes 12 hours. So what does that look like? I've started to I wanted to do this one insight, which is like 5 more entries to unlock. And then we've also got the insight. Hopefully this will build quickly so that I'm not sitting here filling time. But yeah, so we've got these other, just shows when it's unlocked an insight. And the other thing I have been doing is making this like bringing back in my I should probably have done this before, but while we talk about bringing back in my 3D like do you like Monday's view, one thing that was painful this week was reconciling all of the branches of, so I had like some different branches of code, and it's actually really easy to implement these insight views, but yeah, we're on a different project, so it won't show now. But it when it came to merging some stuff, because it merged all the commits out of order, and I wasn't sure if I'd got the conflict resolutions right and stuff. But that actually ended up taking quite a lot of time this week, just figuring that out. So that's kind of what that hour and a half was there, and a bit more there. So but yeah, I got that done, and now I'm just waiting for this to build, which is going to be painful with OBS running. I suppose I could like show you the project file. We've got the scene kit file. So yeah, there's this sort of mug that like drops down. So I'm just trying to figure out. Basically, scene kit is terrible. So it's no use. This won't work because I made some changes on the real thing. So, but this is like an augmented reality data visualization that just sort of shows you a cute little book, which I've talked about before. But I'm just trying to bring it back in, integrate it with how we're doing everything else, and it's looking all right. Things like where you have to kind of make another build of it. I was just going to show you this quickly. I've got this other build of it, so I can just sort of tinker with it and debug it without having to like run the entire app and sort of put it into augmented reality. Oh, the only other thing was I upgraded my phone to iOS 14.5, and then Xcode said, oh, you can't use iOS 14.5 because, and then I go to try and download the latest version of Xcode to support it, and it's Big Sur only, but I downgraded this computer to Catalina because Big Sur was a nightmare on it. You see, there you go. We got things like, there's things like it's a bit, like I lock you out until you I lock you out of the details unless you sort of pay for the premium unlocks. Anyway, so but I thought I did a bit of development on this iMac, and I was thinking it was a worrying situation. But then I just Googled a bit more. I was like, is there any reason? And then it turns out you can just download the framework, chuck it in the Xcode package, and it just lets you build onto iOS 14.5 with no other changes. So that was a relief, because I was a bit worried that it was going to force me to update to an OS that I know is not good enough for me. Outside my window. It's so noisy out there. Actually, they've They seem to have stopped for lunch. I wish they had stopped during the podcast, because this podcast is ridden with audio recordings. But actually, next week I will be in Milan, all things going to plan. So hopefully that won't be a problem for a little bit. I'm just going to talk about streaming for a bit. I did. I had a fun music production stream on Monday. Actually, I got stuck with a mix, and I sort of sent an emergency email to a producer that I worked with on my last album, and he came back with lots of mixing tips while I was midstream. Sort of had a listen to what I'd done, so that was cool. So that was there was no one really on the stream, but it was sort of useful that I was streaming when I wanted to send an email saying, can you just come and have a look at this? Because they were just able to click through to Twitch and see what I was doing, and then gave me a call. And then Wednesday I did my programming one, which was a lot of fighting with Unity, to be honest. We can have a look. I've got this guy, and I was doing stuff with camera angles, but if we just dashboard.twitch.tv, and if I just type something, what do we want? Unity, but we want the chat window, which is not going to work because it's going to show this. If we show the chat, and if I, oh my lord, right, if I go hello, you see this responds, it drops it in. You can see the message. It's from Michael Forrest here, and then you can see Barry kind of coming through to. I just don't know how to get him to face in the right direction. I'm having a lot of issues just understanding it all, but you can see, we're integrating the chat a little bit. It's supposed to be a big long-term project, but I'm finding it a bit of a slog to work on at the moment. And there was one person on the stream that was sort of vaguely helpful, but honestly, streaming-wise, I've got a balance of $64.45. If I need to get that to 100 so I can get a payout, and then at that point, I don't know what streaming's giving me. I have not managed to convert my Shoot users into followers on Twitch, despite being quite obnoxious and prominent about it in the app. So, that was an experiment that didn't work out, I don't think. Meanwhile, though, my Shoot App Store ratings keep climbing up by 0.1 every week. So I'm up to 4.5 this week. And it was down at 4 a few weeks ago. So it's just been creeping up just due to that flow. So one thing worked, the Twitch thing didn't. So I need to regroup on all that. But anyway, that's my week, and I will see you next time from another location. Take care. Bye.